are watching The Educated Weirdo.
What's going on, everyone? This is your boy, the Educated Weirdo, back on the charts. Got some stuff drawn up here. I'm doing a replay tool. This is just some areas that I think price will pull back into. I tried not to look ahead, tried to hurry up and take it off because I didn't want to have any pre-notions of what was going on. I didn't get to trade the market today, so I really don't know how it played out. But I thought it would be fun to mark it up the way that I would mark it up if I was actually trading the market live. So I'm going to hit this play button here in a second. Like I said, these areas here are areas that I've already kind of support and resistance, some areas that I see a lot of touches on, and I put them in green because I think they're going to be the money areas for today, because I feel like price action will probably pull back into those areas. And let's just find out. Let's see if it's going to happen. So let's hit the play button here. And I'm going to mark it up just like I would be trading it. Now, of course, these are hour candlesticks, so it would take a while for these to play out. The market is doing higher highs and higher lows, so there's no breakup structure on the major level. So I would feel confident staying in these trades whenever I decided to take them. Okay, so let's just let it play out. Right now, if I was actually watching the charts hour after hour after hour, I would just honestly, I probably wouldn't be in anything right now just because I don't like what it's doing. But I do see something playing out. In fact, I'm going to pause it. I may jump the gun here, but I'm going to try. And I'm not familiar with this system that I'm using, so forgive me if I'm all over the place. I'm going to take a trend line and where do I want to draw this from? I'm going to draw it from down here. I could be totally wrong about this, but I got my gut instinct is telling me, because I see a lot of touches and the rate it's going at. I feel it's going to consolidate between these two lines here. And I drew this line here earlier. This is just that high point basically, but I went above it. If I were, and because I was debating on whether, basically in a nutshell, if I were to get in a trade, I would probably put my take profit or either stop loss up here. It just depends on which way the market goes. All right, I'm going to set that there. So for future purposes, but if I'm drawing a trend line here, and this right here is telling me a lot of things. If it goes the way that I think it's going to go, it's probably going to ride up here and it's going to drop back down to this money area or whatever. Because if it breaks that trend line, it's definitely running down there. I don't know if it's going to run right away, but it's going to run down there. And then that area would give you maybe another trade. So this would, from a break here or up here, wherever it breaks, you want to wait for a break and retest. And if it goes down to that area, get out of the trade. That's and put your stop loss up above this, so if it reverses on you, you don't take a major loss. So let's let it play out and let's see. All right, and I'm gonna let you guys know exactly when I would enter. I still wouldn't be in the trade right now, honestly. I would be waiting for. And I like that little area. I could draw a triangle around that area because you notice it's touching. Okay, it almost broke it in. I still wouldn't be in on it though. And there's so many touches. Let's see, there's oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, 1 or 2 to 3 touches on a trend line invalidates that trend line. This is this is candy in a store for a kid right now. So I would just be sitting somewhere waiting for the break and retest to get into this. So let's just let this play out. God, I'm kind of mad I missed the market today because this cooking is some easy bread. All right, so let's see. If it goes past that top point over here, yeah, I wouldn't like it. Is she gonna give me a point to get in? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. She broke that trend line, and we would have been in. Now I would have went down to the smaller time scales to get in, because I would have waited for a break and retest, and that probably 9 times out of 10 would have happened on the smaller scale. So I would have went down and got in the trade, but we would have been in the trade right now. Stop loss would have been up here. We would have got in right here. Stop loss would have been up there. Take profit, boom. We hit the take profit. We hit the take profit. So we would have actually got some profit off of that today if I'd have been trading these markets, man. But I didn't. So it is what it is. But let's keep playing. That's trade 1. I like to take 2, sometimes 3 trades a day. Stop that. Let's pause that. I'm telling you right now, I can already see from the way she bounced off of that area here. And that's technically a what's known as a demand area, but we'll save that for another video. That's actually a support and resistance area. That's why I drew that line. But from this region here, I could have got technical and drew up a demand box also, and it looks like she would have pulled right into it. But that's another video. So I'm gonna tell you exactly what I would have did on this one right here. And this is what I would have got in probably earlier than this. Once I would have saw this, if I zoomed in, there's like a crazy tail off of that man, listen, I would have been in on this, just trust me. All right, but before I would have got in, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna show you. Fib retracement, baby. I would have took that fib from here, and I would have put that thing about down there. And I know I'm probably off a little bit on that, but okay, so bear with me. Like I said, I don't use this platform a lot, so I don't know where a lot of things are. What am I looking for? I'm looking for, well, I can use that. Okay, there is a region here to here. This would have been my prediction. Price action pulling back into this area. And why did I just do that? How did I edit that? That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Okay. I'm going to change that to gold or whatever, because this is a golden zone. So I would have waited for price to bounce off of this, got out of that trade, waited for that exhaustion tail, and I would have jumped into this trade. But I wouldn't have got in yet. I wouldn't have got in yet. I would have been, let me rephrase that. I would have been monitoring at that point, because I would have felt like, okay, I would have waited for it to go into this area. And once it would have went into this area, I would have waited for some exhaustion sign on a smaller time scale, and I would have ride it back down to this area. So let's see. And of course, stop loss would have went above somewhere up here. So this stop loss that I had earlier, I would have pulled that down to there, but I wouldn't have been in on it quite yet. But let's just let it play out, and we'll see. Okay. All right. She's doing something. She's playing around. I kind of like that. Hold up. Pause that. I like that. That would have been enough to put me in the trade. I probably would have got in here. And I could have put stop loss here, but to play it safe, I probably would have put it here. And as price action got about halfway, I would have moved it down to here. So let's just leave the stop loss here. Let it play out. And I'm gonna try to pause this. Sometimes it goes kind of fast. Ooh, that's going quick. Hold on. All right, so I would have moved that down to there, and then I would have let it just play. But my take profit would have been here. Now, sometimes depends on what's going on, how far she's pulling. Price action could pull down to this region. So with this coming off of the golden zone, I think it's going to blow past this and probably go down here. I could be wrong, so I would have 2 take profits on this. My first take profit would be here, and my second take profit would be down there. Yeah, I feel confident in saying that. So let's just let it play out and see. So let it play out. We would be in it just to be trade number 2. I gave y'all a trade earlier. Ooh, she would have almost stopped me out, but she didn't. Boom. Did she hit it? Did she hit it? No. Bam. She hit it that time. So we would have won 2 trades, but I still would have been in this trade because I said I was going for the bam. My man, look at that. Man, listen, man. Listen. It did. We can't make this stuff up. Y'all saw it play out live, man. Listen, man, it's your boy, the educated weirdo. I'm here doing this day in, day out. No, I'm not a genie. I can't make, wishes for you guys. I can't, fabricate stuff or make it transpire out of nowhere. But when it comes to these markets, man, listen, the structure. The name of the structure is king. If you stay with the structure, you learn a few things, some fibs, some supply and demand, support and resistance, and a couple of shapes here and there. Know your resistance levels, like I said, pivot points, zones, different things like that. You might learn you might need to learn a couple different chart patterns and different things like that. Help you out a little bit, some bearish dragons, different things like that. But once you learn all that, man, and you start putting this thing together, it's like a cake. You got parts here, parts there, you put it all together. Individually, sometimes the things that you're putting into that cake may not taste that great. If you run in there when your mom's cooking up a cake and you taste something here, you taste something there, you might not, it don't taste that good. But let your mom do what she does. Let her bake, let her put it together. And when the things bond, when the heat hits it, it activates certain chemicals and they all bond together. And you take that cake out the oven and you throw some icing on it, boom. This is what you get. Here's your end result, the cake. I just gave you 3 trades, man, or 2 trades, but we had 2 profit areas on 1 trade. You would have been all the way in profit. Hate I missed the market today. A lot of stuff going down. Educated Weirdo here. Had to break it down for you. You guys like and subscribe. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm out.